Some new stories. Firstly, viewers, a correction. In the previous video, we reported about a signboard erected by Oromia government's investment board. In that video, I said that Adama was the capital of Oromia region, not Addis Ababa. Several viewers pointed out, they said that according to Oromia region's constitution, capital of Oromia region is Addis Ababa, also called Finfine. So Addis Ababa is both regional capital, capital of Oromia, and federal capital, capital of Ethiopia. We made this mistake. One of our translators said that Adama was Oromia's capital. Later, he also acknowledged his mistake. So, a correction that Addis Ababa is both regional capital of Oromia and federal capital as well. The board which I showed in the previous video was erected by Oromia government, but criticism is being seen by some sections, especially from some Amhara groups, which say that Oromia government wants to have monopoly over capital Addis Ababa. But a correction that Addis Ababa is capital of Oromia and capital of Ethiopia. Now it's some new story. First one is from Somalia. Today, a new speaker of upper house was elected. And tomorrow, I think, new speaker of lower house will be elected. After that, next president will be elected. Who was elected as the speaker of upper house today? And is he from Farmajo camp or from opposition camp? Secondly, a Tigray opposition party spokesperson has spoken with some news outlets, government-backed news outlets, and he has leveled some allegations against Tigray government. We know that now aid delivery to Tigray is starting, that aid trucks, more than 70 arrived in Mekelle yesterday. The allegations are about the aid which is arriving in Tigray. What is this party saying? And lastly, at last, Tigray government has released a statement about ongoing military operation against Oromo Liberation Army. The operation started more than around 3 weeks ago. So it took Tigray government 3 weeks to issue a statement. What is Tigray government saying in this statement? Firstly, Somalia, viewers, where presidential election is about to be held. Before that, speakers are being elected. Today, new speaker of upper house, Senate, was elected. He's not a new speaker because it is a second term. His name is Abdi Hashi Abdullahi. He has been re-elected. So he was the speaker in the previous government. Once again, he has been re-elected as the speaker of upper house. Contest was very close. He got 28 votes. His challenger, Salah Jama, got 24 votes. Third candidate, Abu Bakr Usman Dube, got 2 votes. So it was a very close contest, but Abdi Hashi has managed to secure another term as the Speaker of Upper House. Now, question is he from Farmajo camp or from opposition camp? It's difficult to say, but he's been very vocal against Farmajo government. He's seen as a critic of President Farmajo. Does his re-election indicate that Farmajo will not be re-elected in coming days? We'll have to wait. But he was critic of Farmajo government. If you remember last year, Abdullah Farmajo, president, tried to have an extension, a 2-year extension, I think. The extension was granted by lower house of the parliament, not upper house. Upper house speaker was Abdi Hashim. Later, after protest, Farmajo withdrew and lower house revoked its decision. So tomorrow, speaker of lower house will be elected. Let's see who will be the speaker of lower house. Then next president. Secondly, a political party, opposition party of Tigray has released a statement. We'll have a look at the statement. Then what is the position of this party in Tigray? Is it backed by the government? Does it have any standing on the ground in Tigray? Party's name is Tigray Democratic Party, TDP. The party says its spokesperson Mulu Birhan Hele, he has talked to some news outlet. Mulu Birhan Hele says that the aid which is being delivered to Tigray is not reaching the people of Tigray. The aid is being diverted towards TPLF's armed forces, quote unquote, TPLF's armed forces. What is the source of this claim made by Mulu Birhan Hele? Mulu Birhan says that they have confirmed through sources on the ground that the aid is being diverted. And secondly, he says that a doctor working at a hospital in Tigray, Dr. Erigavi Hagos, has confirmed that TPLF government is involved in atrocities against the people of Tigray. So he is mentioning the name of this person, Dr. Erigavi Hagos, working at, I think, either Rafale Hospital of Mekelle. We don't know about this doctor's position, what is he saying. We'll try to update if doctor has something to say. But Mulu Birhan says that according to Dr. Erigavi Hagos, people of Tigray are suffering because of TPLF. And he is urging people in Ethiopia, intellectuals, to raise a voice. He says that the aid should reach the people of Tigray, not the forces of TPLF. Now, this party, Tigray Democratic Party, is led by Erigavi Birhe, who was the founding member of TPLF as well. Later, he developed some disagreements and he formed his own political party. The party worked from abroad when EPRDF alliance was in power in Ethiopia. After PM Abiy came to office, this party started working in Ethiopia. The party boycotted 2020 regional election held in Tigray. Did not participate in the election. Then this party backed Ethiopian government's military operation on Tigray. It has been backing government. So it's a government-backed faction, you can say. Can we rely on the claim made by this party? We'll try to find some information from the ground. We'll try to update you. But it was necessary that we should share the viewpoint of this party as well. The party is now sharing the name of a person, Dr. Erigavi Hagos as well. So in coming videos, we'll try to update you about the aid delivery to Tigray. Is the aid reaching the people of Tigray, or is it being diverted towards Tigray Defense Force? Lastly, we have a new story about a statement issued by Tigray government about the ongoing military operation in the Oromia region of Ethiopia. Around 3 weeks ago, Ethiopian federal government, with the support of regional forces, launched a military campaign against Oromia. Not against Oromia, against Oromo Liberation Army, OLA. So it took Tigray government 3 weeks to issue a statement. TDF and OLA were allies. Last year, they struck an alliance, a military alliance. And 9-member alliance was formed in the US as well, with TPLF, OLA and other Ethiopian armed groups part of the alliance. But Tigray took a little long to issue a statement. What is Tigray government saying? Tigray government says, firstly, that people of Oromia are fighting for freedom, self-determination, and self-administration. And these things are enshrined in FDRE constitution. People of Tigray and government of Tigray, they stand shoulder to shoulder with the people of Oromia. And Tigray government is praising Oromo Liberation Army for its struggle for the people of Oromia. Tigray government said that since PM Abiy came to office, the country has been plunging into new crises. One after the other, new crisis is being seen. PM Abiy's government is trying to centralize power, and regions are fighting for self-determination. Tigray government is demanding an end to this operation and the start of a political dialogue. It said that the solution is political. Tigray government is mentioning the presence, alleged presence of Eritrean forces, Eritrean security officials, intelligence officials in Ethiopia, that they have become part of the security apparatus of Ethiopia, and it should not happen. So, and lastly, the statement says that it's not the first operation. Since 2019, several such campaigns have been launched in Velaga, Guji, other parts of Oromia. Now, interestingly, EPRDF Alliance also launched several military campaigns against Oromo Liberation Army. And back then, Getachew accused OLA of being backed by Egypt and other foreign actors. So now Tigray is standing with OLA. One last question is, will Tigray government just issue statements or will it back OLA as well? Though it's difficult, OLA and TDF are geographically removed like Tigray and Oromia. So it is difficult, but if Tigray has some opportunity, will it back OLA militarily? And that remains to be seen. We just saw one claim by some government-backed news source that some OLA and TDF fighters had been arrested in southern Oromia. But we don't have any information from the ground that TDF is helping OLA in Oromia. Thank you for watching.